I'm sliding through. You gotta be huge. Massive figure. Hit that lip button. Lip button's a subscribe button. Also, please hit notification. Get notified. Drop 5. Drop your goal 250K. Or get there. Passing your ass off to the homies and the homettes. Remember, y'all, sharing is caring. But yo, if you really rock with me, you don't follow me on my IG, man. All right. But yo, I gotta get on this, man. It's some new ish, bro. This is my first time reacting to something like this. But when I saw this, I had to jump on it. We got Ebro from Hot 97. Ebro from Hot 97 took a trip to SA. But we gotta check this out. We gotta check. It's a 60-minute video. 16-minute. I don't know if I'm gonna cut some parts. I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna watch it and go from there. But they're talking to Shane Eagle, YoungstaCPT, and I forgot how to say homie's name. I don't want to mess it up. But Sjava. I heard a couple of his songs, and he's fire too, man. So when I hear him say it, I'm gonna say it right. But I don't want to butcher his name on my intro. But we're gonna get to this reaction, man. So without any further ado, y'all, let's go. Let's get it. That's that dance show my Joseph be doing.
So I made a trip down to South Africa. Shout out to the whole Apple Music South Africa team for setting it up and getting us access to some of the hottest artists on the scene.
Questa? Okay.
Hip hop. We're gonna be in Johannesburg.
Joe Berg.
And we getting over to Cape Town.
Man, I would love to check.
Hopefully I can find the kid Shane Eagle, my bro Sjava.
Sjava got them heat.
And the homie YoungstaCPT. I'll get to meet him and learn about his whole cultural experience being colored and how that works into the whole South African.
Yo, that colored thing ain't no joke out there.
So we're gonna do some great things for
I'm
music,
excited.
hip-hop.
Wait, what did I say? Hold on, what did I say?
As well as the cultural scene out here. So we're gonna do some
15,000
great
youth
things
in training. You could be next. War Unleashed.
for music and hip hop with this trip to South Africa.
There's so much out there. This is like a taste of me getting South Africa. Ooh, they got the food. That's Robbie.
Sit down with Sjava out here. What section of South Africa we in right now? Where we at?
This is called my food market.
I want to get into the joint off the Black Panther soundtrack, Seasons. How big did that song become?
It really did well, and what's crazy is that I didn't know what to talk about until the last day, actually. I was so confused because now I have these 16 bars, but what do I say? There's so much to talk about. Do I do it in English so that the whole world can understand, or do I choose the feeling more than the understanding of what I'm saying?
You know, damn, that's deep, bruh. That's deep. Because saying how he's saying is more. Oh man.
Yeah, I really went with the feeling.
Respect.
I remember the last day I went to rap. I'm like, I think I got something. It's like, okay. Then it just came. So I'm going out and
This year you put out Hello, and you said
Yes.
Dakota was a leak?
yeah, Dakota was a leak.
What
With Ranks and G. I don't, till today, we don't know who put it up. The opening, it says, it means when I left home, they told me you find your brothers on the street. You know, it meaning that, and it's always like that actually, whereby you still have your own family, but the people that would look out for you, people that will support you most of the time, it's guys that you'll find in the street. You know, I'm where I am because of them. You know what I mean? Like when I introduced you earlier to MT the Hustler. You know, when I met him, he was here in the city, homeless. You know, and
damn,
that inspired me a lot, and it changed my life. And I remember there was a time when everyone was criticizing me from my hood. They're like, where's Sjava? No, Sjava is in town there with some kids. He's still saying he wants to be a rapper. He needs to quit. He's with some kids, they're sagging. And you know what I mean? And for me, those were the people that understood me. You know, that was the only time I felt respected. And I respected them too. It was not a matter of you have to be famous first, you have to make it first for us to respect each other. We just gotta connect and respect each other the same way. So around them, that was the only time I was myself and accepted. So that's what it talks about on the opening, and it says, code, which there's a slang called Valela channel, closing channels. So it says they used to close channels, but now we can afford to pay the decoder.
What I hope that we can always do is find a way to show how much we're still going through the same struggles.
Yeah.
And that way, you know, the one thing that the ancestors gave us that nobody can take away from us is our ability to communicate with each other through this music.
True.
Right?
True. It's crazy, yeah.
They can't take that.
That's facts,
What
bro.
happens? The drums is gonna bring on.
Drums go to bang.
That's facts.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell our stories.
Yeah.
Now more than ever, our stories can't be stopped.
Yeah.
You know, the most powerful music is when music speaks for either moments in time or people that don't have a voice that you don't get to hear from, but especially with black music and anything hip hop. But the most impactful, important music always was talking about shit that helped us understand one another, learn about each other, navigate, you know, dealing with oppressive situations.
Yeah.
Because that's something that, you know, we are still as a people, no matter where you are on the globe.
Oh, okay, you got the. What is it? I gotta get one of those. I gotta get one of those hats, man. That's fire, bro.
I never really talked too much about why I stayed away from traveling South Africa.
Wow, Shane Eagle. This kid.
Which was mostly because of the whole, you know, black, colored, African, post-apartheid shuffle. You know, I think as a black American of mixed race, when you start seeing other mixed race individuals, and I'm trying to process, wait, so colored isn't black?
That's the difference.
Right.
Over here, it's like you were put in different townships based on your race. I feel like the people are not actually aware of, you know, the higher control of they trying to separate you. You know what I mean? That's why in South Africa, till this day, you have colored townships and then you have black townships.
When you address these things in your music, because you get to some of this stuff, how is it received?
This whole xenophobia, racial conflict that was happening in South Africa based, you know, if you're from a different African country and you're in South Africa, then you're not supposed to be here, but it's like we're one, you know, and the Vanya record is basically, without making it like a xenophobic thing, kids just like see three different African artists come together when everyone else isn't. That's kind of like low-key a message, like, yo.
When I heard about you, I didn't understand, you know, this aspect, right? I heard your music, I didn't know what you look like. I just was like, yo, this dude's popping in South Africa. Boom, and I was just some dope rap shit.
Yo, solid. Y'all making some noise, man.
Growing up in Rubber Ridge, I was actually a white kid out of the color kids. So this crib right here, 86, this is still my aunt's crib. She's probably still in there, but
we're not bothering Auntie.
Nah, we're not bothering.
Them fences is high at Auntie's crib. She not playing.
She not playing. She got the big dogs in there. So over here,
wow, this is tight.
basically was the only park that Rubber Ridge ever had.
Everybody played rugby.
You hear what he's saying? So there's a little gym in this one. He's like, show them where we used to pump. So we used to like, you know how it is, it's just like a bench.
Yeah.
Pull up. Yeah, Keenan? You say he's not? And they used to have drag races.
Yeah.
Pull up here at the park, get like these old school beamers and they spin them.
Yeah.
They're around
Spinners.
and that. But it was more like a celebration.
It's like a sideshow.
It's
Like
like
they
a
have in the bay.
sideshow. And then the drug wave came in and like kind of changed it. So when you get a kid who comes from like here and has seen like what I've done, like imagine like one of these little kids see Shane doing something. It's like, yo, he came from exactly where I came from here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he sees me like that. It's gonna drive that spirit in him to like take it all the way. So that's kind of the beauty in it, you know. This is the only park behind all this graffiti over here.
That's the only part, right?
Ebro is the first person to come to Robbie Ridge on some real. So
yo, that's fire.
Love, bro. Yeah.
That's fire right there.
Of course.
touching the kids.
Love. My pleasure.
CPT. What? Hey.
My first time in South Africa
Hey.
was trying understand.
Oh wow, that's a story. Oh, this is gonna be lit. Let's
colored
get it.
experience versus the black experience versus a mixed experience versus the Afrikaan. And why and what the agenda really was. You know, what South Africa's going through and what you guys specifically as the young people who are speaking for that generation are going through.
Man, I wish he was talking to Aries, bruh.
Uncharted territory.
Yeah.
It's never
And Nasty C, bruh.
nobody's ever seen anything like this. So figuring out how to communicate that and how to create opportunity for progress, all that's being written right now. A lot has been made of you rapping in Afrikaan, right? And having the accent, right? There's been, like, everybody's like, yo, he's real, he's... Explain it, because it feels like there would have been artists already in hip-hop that already...
They did this.
Yeah.
Before. I suppose a lot of the guys of the current generation are not aware of like Prophets of the City and Brasifani Cap and Godessa and you know, Black Noise. I mean, these were all groups that pioneered the South African hip-hop.
Right.
But it's like we were talking earlier on off camera about like the little rivalry between the two cities.
Right.
Like Johannesburg is where the media thrives and where current entertainment lives.
Right.
But Cape Town is where it began.
Right.
So, you know, as much as we kind of don't want to say it, colored guys adopted hip hop first.
Right.
In South Africa.
Right.
Because of apartheid, because of the hardships they were experiencing,
Right.
and because of groups like Africa Bambaataa and the Public Enemy and NWA, those messages were filtering through to us.
Well, the experience is similar, right? The
experience was
oppressive,
similar.
right? The oppressed experience.
With the army and the
Right.
government
Right,
and the
right,
riots.
yeah, right.
So
Damn, okay. Alright, because I do get that West Coast like
it
vibe
was
out
adopted
there.
very early, like early 80s. They were doing it as well, and they were rapping in Afrikaans.
Right.
Just before I was born.
Right.
But because the message was so militant, because it was so aggressive,
The mainstream wasn't covering
mainstream
that.
wasn't accepting it. Mainstream
Right,
wasn't
right.
covering it. So a lot of it hasn't been documented.
Now, do you feel like 3T, the album that you dropped this year, goes the deepest of all of your music?
Of all my releases, this goes below the surface of what we have experienced. And on the cover, I put my grandfather because I felt like going to my mother's time, that's a bit too early because she only was born into the forced removals era, whereas my grandfather was alive before that, during that, and after that. So I felt like the best way for me to understand how the cycle can somehow be broken is if I go like to the source.
Right. And the song Just Be Lekker. It's like, just be cool.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
chill.
Just be lucky.
Chill out, bro. Stop trying to overthink things. Stop trying to like, you know,
Chill.
walk around with your chest out and flex and expect people to know you. Just be lekker, bro. You know what I mean? Just let it be humble, be low key,
Be
fly with
lekker.
us. You know, it's all good, bro. But also understand that we all, you know, we're trying to unify things. So in the opening line, I say, I thought you'd have something better to say. Why you always talk about me in a negative way? You know, so like you go on social media and people like their first response or their first reaction will usually be to down something before they actually uplift it or big it up, you know. And I see a lot of it going on in our time, like, you know, the cyber wars and cyberbullying and gay bashing or whatever the case may be. Like those are always the topics people are so quick to speak on. But like, when are we gonna big up each other, you know? So just be liquor, be cool, and we all get along fine. Especially on this album, there's not much cursing in it.
Right, okay.
So that's also my way to try and allow the parents to let the kids listen to it in front of them and they're not having to hide it away as if it's like some bad curse that they're listening to a guy rap in local dialect and local slang. Because I mentioned those groups from earlier in the POC, the Black Noise, the Brasifani Cap, but since then, it's been like 15 years of silence.
Right.
Until this new voice came through, you know, and I use the internet as my tool, which I know the kids are hooked up to every day. So I tried to make my music a bit more clean, and in doing so, I also realized you say more.
Right.
When you leave out some of these profanities,
Damn, bro, youngster.
you say a lot more in terms of content, in terms of
have to,
value of what
yeah.
you're saying. Like Yati, for example, there's no cursing in it. The Cape of Good Hope, there's no cursing in it. Just Be Liquor, there's no cursing in it. You know, so I do it strategically, knowing that liquor means cool. So if I have a song about being cool, I can perform it at school for kids, and the teachers won't have a problem with inviting me there because they know, like, okay, yeah, he has his, you know, edgy tracks, but the set that he's doing now is clean.
Right.
You know, so I've also done it like purposefully so that I can always stay connected to the youth, you know, so that their parents don't like outcast me or something. And the parents are actually happy to bring them to the store because when they listen to the album, they're like, shit, this guy's actually saying something. I know my kids at the back here, but I'm also jamming to this at the same time while I'm driving, you know. So I've had parents even tell me that they really appreciate me going through the Cape of Good Hope and going through VOC, Voice of the Cape, to almost educate their child in ways that school and them as a parent can't. Like I see kids walking here all the time and they're so influenced by what I'm...
I want to go in this store so bad, man. I really like Youngster.
Saying that sometimes they'll just come in the shop and stay. I'm not going to buy anything, I'm not going to ask anybody for a size, but just to look at it and see it come to life in this way. Because last month or 2 months, 3 months ago, this was just a normal block that was dead and unlively. And now there's so much going here. There's Ebro coming through, we're shooting music videos outside. On Saturdays, the block is lit up. So I think for them, it is also some sort of a progression that they witnessed, that they feel that they're a part of. It's crazy when you become a gatekeeper, right? Or when people like label you as the gatekeeper. Right? And I've realized, like I said, this place in South Africa has never heard of me. But in this city, I'm the gatekeeper here.
Yeah.
So
they luck to you now. I mean, you got you know, you want to process it because they're the ones that got you here, and so you want to make sure that when you know it helps you get somewhere.
My bad, I didn't take that back.
You want to process it because they're the ones that got you here, and so you want to make sure that when you know your community, your family helps you get somewhere, you can funnel that right back.
And also now you have to make a decision, like with all the experiences you had with gatekeepers, what kind of gatekeeper do you want to be?
Yes. Yeah.
What kind of a king do you want to be?
Wow, man, I'm learning a lot right now, man.
I am an African. This is me, this is my head, and this is who I am. And that's what I wanted people to feel. Music transcends language. And that's what I do.
Always, man, music does transcend language, man.
That right now we are being us in every shape and form, in every shade and complexion, in every part, every tribe, in every different cultures that we have. But to have that thing that I am an African, and you know, like the chest out, and you're like, this is me. That's the kind of power and energy that I want people to feel.
Wow. Man, I gotta go to South Africa. Big Ralph gotta come out there, man. Wow. Let me make sure it's done. Alright, cool. First off, y'all, please comment below. Let me know any other videos like this again. I'll give my 2 cents, man. This is a little different from what I usually do, man. Usually, you know, my reactions to the music, but I want to be more engulfed in the culture, man. And this stuff right here helps me because I learned a lot. I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot. Shout out to Ebro for going out to SA, man. For talking to the big heads out there. I wish he would have talked to A. Reese, man. I would have been fired too. And then Nasty C. You know, but I know those dudes are working. They on their grind. They grind right now. But SA, the hip hop scene, like I said, is coming up. It's coming up, man. I appreciate being a part of it. Let me know any other stuff like this to get on, man. And until next time, holla later. Thanks for watching, boy. I'm out, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Deuces.